Good morning, you guys. My name is Kayla Vivens. I'm from Macon, Georgia. I currently attend Howard High School, and I'm an uprising senior.
Hi, my name is Ivy Longshore. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I am a upcoming junior.
Good morning, my name is Antonio Gray. I'm a rising senior at Westside High School in Macon, Georgia.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jamari Marsh. I live in Leesburg, Georgia, and I am an upcoming junior at Lee County High School.
Hello, I'm Kalisa Bluford. I am the upcoming senior at D. Rutland High School in Macon, Georgia.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Samaya Buckler. I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm an upcoming junior, and I attend Colonial High School.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kalia Jones. I live in Twiggs County, and I'm a senior at D. Wilkinson County High School.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Madison Hartridge. I live in Warner Rapids, Georgia, and I am an upcoming junior at Haskell County High School.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Kayla Roberts. I'm from Americus, Georgia. I'm a 2023 graduate from Macon County High School, and I plan to be a freshman here at Formulate State University, majoring in veterinary technology as an honor student.
With the show of hands, can you all tell me how many people know what mental health is? Okay, so for the ones who didn't raise your hand. Mental health is an inclusion of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. In order to understand mental health, you have to know how it affects how we think, feel, and act. We as a community need to be learners and teachers of this very broad topic. Did you all know that more than 50 million Americans struggle with mental illness? However, a study has found a strong link between heavy social media and increased risk for depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm, and even suicidal thoughts.
The biggest problem in our community today is that we don't have enough facilities that cater to individuals with mental health issues. This topic really mortifies me that the effects of the imbalance and lack of awareness we have as adults and children dealing with mental health has grown so much. The broad spectrum of this topic is beyond just this one group. But we plan to be the blueprint within the advocacy surrounding all aspects of mental instability. So, to really target this severity, here are many factors that can cause mental instability: trauma, depression, anxiety, and social media.
According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Services Administration, 61% of men and 51% of women have experienced at least one traumatic event in their lifetime. This would put mental trauma at the top of the list of the most common psychological health conditions.
Depression is a common problem that can develop after trauma. 1 out of 10 adult Americans sometimes experience one type of depression in their life.
Anxiety can vary from person to person. It's often influenced by a combination of different factors. Some symptoms of anxiety could be fast breathing, not being able to relax, or biting your fingernails. Biting your fingernails can be considered one example of anxiety because chewing reportedly relieves stress and or tension. Another example of anxiety could be sweating exceedingly. And also 51% of adults who felt stressed reported feeling depressed, and 61% reported feeling anxious.
Social media is a place where people come and share content to the world. Social media has a big impact on the younger community. Social media can cause depression, stress, and sometimes feeling alone. Research says that 22.1% adults has been diagnosed with depression in the city of Fort Valley.
One thing that all these celebrities have in common is that they all struggle with mental illnesses. Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean that they're immune to mental illnesses, oftentimes it actually makes it worse. Janet Jackson, she suffers from, struggles with depression and also body dysmorphia. Orlando Brown, his mental illness is alcohol and substance abuse. And even former First Lady Michelle Obama, she suffered from low-grade depression during the pandemic.
Here are some of the solutions and ideas we came up to bring to the community. Community center, training center, meditation garden, sports complex, therapist office.
More entertainment, living spaces, fine dining, improved shopping spaces, and companies that employ more than 50.
The benefits are it allows a safe space.
This also allows the community to bring relaxation and carefree zones for all ages.
And individuals can express their emotions.
The impact of mental health issues on individuals can manifest at different people's pace, including depression, anxiety, personality disorders, and many more. It is noteworthy that neighboring counties is half of the population experience stress related to mental health issues. Mental health is a significant determinant of our behavior, thinking patterns, and emotional states. When an individual experiences feeling alone and being isolated, they can normally turn to those that's on the board right here. If people usually feel alone, that's why mental health issues are
Feeling alone is the feeling that we get when we have no social contract and we have not met the relationships that we want. As someone who struggles with their mental health, it's hard to understand why I'm thinking the way I am and hard to push through with not having anybody on my side. Feeling like you have no one to talk to and express your feelings to can lead to an unhealthy lifestyle and a decline in mental health. Typically, individuals all want to be heard and wish to have a support system that people do not condemn and not list their circumstances to their personality. More profound emotions may result when we prefer to suppress what we feel and how we actually feel them, such as aggression and frustration. The psychological instability of people begins to decline in their well-being. A fun fact is the American Psychological Association has reported that social isolation and loneliness can lead to unfavorable in your mental health, and it's not very good. As loneliness and feeling like they're not supported, it tends to have a big impact on people's lives. People commit suicide on day-to-day, second-to-second basis. So here in Central Georgia, 16.3% of 100,000 people have committed suicide.
Coping mechanisms. There are many ways and strategies to cope with your mental health, such as meditation, journaling, and sports, to name a few. Also breakdancing.
My personal favorite way of coping is journaling and listening to gospel music. I also like to listen to my pros and cons and how they make me feel in my current state of mind, how they progress me as a person, and also career-wise. To get a better understanding on how individuals cope and respond to mental health, we have asked people to interviews and testimonials, and we like to collect them throughout all week, ranging from students to doctors.
You cope with your stress level, and then how did it affect your journey to cope?
I say I cope with my stress level by like really giving my problems to God, like really just praying and really bringing my like concerns to Him, because you know He got all the answers. He's the ultimate God and counselor. And what was your other question? What other part?
How did social media affect you?
Social media is like 50-50. I say it's good for social media, but I say too much of it can like override your mind in the wrong way, make you think about certain things that you're supposed to think about. So I say it's 50-50. It's good and bad at the same time.
I ain't really no stress type person. Like when I be having those type of situations, if I can't control it, I can't control it. So I just leave it at that, or I like go work out, listen to music, and stuff with friends. What I like to do. Stress. I just take my mind off stuff, listen to music and stuff, go over the room, just be myself. Sometimes I take naps and stuff too. That really looks for stress. And I also be in quiet place like play the game. Don't worry about it.
Okay, do you think social media has a big cause on mental health?
Yeah, I do. Because people see like all these, like how everybody else's life is living, and so they compare it to theirs. It might not be up to par with theirs. They might feel like they're less than.
I think so. I tried to eliminate because I really don't have. I try to stay on social media. When I hear stuff about like the future when it comes to like political crises, political stuff like that, and when it comes to pollution and our future, when it comes to like just growing up, that stuff kind of affects my mental health. But seeing like just like other people doing this type of stuff, that doesn't really bother me.
I feel like one thing that stress does, like it makes your like mind really like convoluted, like you're not really sure what to do next, like everything just seems like it's way too like overwhelming. So like one of the things I like to do, like I can compile like a list, like the things that are like absolutely the most important, things that can wait, can be like pushed off so that like the load doesn't seem so heavy. And also doing things that you enjoy, like if you need to like take a minute, like read a poem, paint a picture, like if time allows, like obviously meditate, pray if you need to, like just some of those things like can calm me down in that moment.
Do you think social media has a big impact on everybody's mental health?
I feel like when you get to see like all the different sides of people, like it can make you feel like really like inadequate. And when I say like all different sides, like you're getting exposed to like everybody's successes and everybody's achievements, but you're not really privy to everybody's like failures or disappointments. So like you can seem like you're going through so much and nobody else is going through the same thing, but that's not necessarily true. So I feel like social media can make it seem like mental health isn't really happening to like everybody, which it is.
If you had more affordable access to mental health services, would you take it?
Yes, I feel like a big issue like in our medical care system in general is like it's not that people don't want help, they don't have the resources to get the help, or they don't have the money to get the help. So I feel like yes, I know especially if things were like cheaper, I know people like myself and like a lot of the college students here we definitely want to take advantage of this university.
How do you handle mental health, and do you think social media is a part of mental health?
Okay, my answer to that is how I handle mental health personally is I try to not just talk about it, I try to be about it, which is why I founded Every Mind Matters at FSU. If you're an upcoming student, feel free to join. One of the ways that I try to show it by caring is like when I see people, coming up to them, asking how they're feeling, and not just going off an answer, because people will give them, those short answers like, oh, I'm good, but deep down be hurting on the inside. But if you're a true mental health therapist, or if you're a true person about mental health, you'll be able to tell if that makes sense. Because once you get to know somebody, so like for example, I don't know about y'all, but for me, how I know that I'm not feeling myself is if I'm not like this, if I'm not upbeat, if I'm not upgoing, like something off. Because usually when you see me, that's what I'm doing. So it's just all about like getting to know a person and making sure you care about them. Don't just say it. And that goes with relationships, friendships, or just a random person.
You concentrate stress.